That's it. That's the cartouche in the relieving chamber, and that is the sole piece of written evidence which Egyptologists rely on to attribute the pyramid, the Great Pyramid, to Khufu. This is one of the ways in which the Giza pyramids are different from later pyramids. Giza pyramids are all attributed to the 4th dynasty. Go to the next dynasty, the 5th dynasty, and you're going to find pyramids like, classic example is the Pyramid of Unas at Saqqara. That's Unas. The interior of the Pyramid of Unas is completely covered in hieroglyphic inscriptions naming the pharaoh Unas. There's a massive amount of inscriptions.
Wow.
But the exterior of the Pyramid of Unas, as you can see there, is a mess. Now, you would have thought if the Great Pyramid was built 50 or 100 years before this, that they'd carry on improving. You wouldn't have thought they'd devolve, build something like the Great Pyramid, and then 50 years later or 100 years later build this mess.
So what happened?
Well, it seems like the ability to build pyramids was confined to a very specific period. And when they'd stopped it, they carried on building pyramids, but they weren't building them to the same standard, but they were doing something different. They were placing inscriptions inside them in detail, which do not exist in any of the Old Kingdom pyramids.
This is kind of like we were better at landing on the moon 60 years ago than today.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, makes sense.
But it's interesting because you normally do see a continual evolution, but in this case, you definitely see a devolution.
Which, in a sense, it doesn't make sense. When I say make sense, it doesn't make sense.